Here's the thing. So I don't have great credit.
That's what happens. You don't pay your bills, the cars go back to the bank.
I got a DUI with my stupid friend. I'm losing like $1,200 a month for insurance.
Car manufacturers do some dumb things sometimes, but this one is probably the dumbest.
Today it's a mix of everything, from bad credit to bad decisions to a few clips just for fun. If you're new, I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
I saw your note in there about the 90 Blazer.
Yes, I got rid of K5 GMC Jimmy back in January, and I wish I had.
I know that feeling. I got a couple cars I wish I would have never got rid of. What questions can I answer for you on this one?
I know these old things, they're not very reliable. Do you all have any extended warranty or anything like that?
Warranty, that's a great question. I'll have to check and see about a warranty on that one. One nice thing with that one too is it does have the 6 liter, so it's a fuel injected motor, so that always helps.
So much better.
I've got a Jimmy as well that's carbureted.
I'd be more interested in the 6.0. What's the price on the Jimmy?
21.
What year is it?
It's a 81. I think the Jimmy is a little nicer, but it's carbureted. The Blazer, I think, is not quite as nice, but it's got the 6 liter swap.
I've got 3 carburetors on my shelf. So mine's carbureted.
This is an interesting one, $21,000 for an 81 GMC Jimmy. That is quite a bit, so it must be in great condition for the price. He mentioned they aren't reliable, so this guy is shopping for memories. And I get that. There are a few cars I wish I still had too.
That's fair.
Here's the thing. So I don't have great credit. I was a victim of a crime about 6 years ago and was in a wheelchair for a while and lost everything.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Still trying to build my credit up.
Yep.
But I make 6 figures a year and can put around $3,000 down.
Okay.
If I have like a 610 and $3,000 down, what kind of credit do they expect?
They're a little harder than some of the newer ones, but if you are over a 600 and you've got some down payment, there's a pretty good chance I can get that done.
A 610 credit score, 3,000 down, and a decent income. This one's a little bit different from the videos we normally see. Credit score is higher, the down payment's better, but it still could be tough to get a loan because it's an older vehicle.
Okay. Let me see the link on the Jimmy. Can you text back and forth?
Yep, I prefer that, honestly. And then we can always jump on the phone if you want. I'm texting all day long, so it works out good for me.
All right. I can come out there this weekend and pick it up.
Perfect. I sent you the link to the Jimmy. Let me know which way you're going, and then I can send you a link to the credit application. I'm the owner, so I'll jump right on your deal personally and start getting to work on it.
Awesome, man. Thanks. I'll send you a picture of my old one.
Sweet. I love it. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
With those numbers, I think he will get approved, but I'd love to see the interest rate. He was a victim of a crime and it's affected his credit. The bank probably isn't going to take that into consideration. You never know what's going to happen, which is why it's so important to save as much as you can.
Payment is going to be $619. Did we tell them payment already or not?
We haven't.
$619.
All right, I'll go and
If
tell
they're
them.
okay with that, we'll get everything ready for finance. And we got the pay stub, right?
Yeah, I tagged you already on it.
All right. Do they need new tags?
I could ask them right now.
Let's double check, yeah. What's going on?
The 619 works for them, but they do not want it for 5 years.
What do they want?
They want less than that because they said if we do it for 619, that's another car they're buying for 5 years. They try to do the math.
Math is very, very expensive. Their credits are for something. They have recent repossessions and everything. So 60 months at that payment, that's like the only option. It's a lot of money in interest.
Credit score in the 400s, repos, and shopping for another vehicle. When your score has almost bottomed out, you'd think it'd be time to stop and rethink how you manage your money. With all the access we have to information these days, it's not that difficult to learn.
When you don't take care of your credit and you get repossessions and stuff, the bank charges you a lot of interest.
Okay.
It's just the nature of what their situation is. So if they have a cosigner or more money down, something like that, maybe we can find another option that has a lower interest, but they destroyed their credit. So
I don't think the wife credit could work anyway because she had the repo in there too.
that's what happens.
So they both had repos. I bet there is a lot of stress and a lot of loud conversations going on in that household about money.
If you don't pay your bills, the cars go back to the bank. It's not easy to get another one. It's very expensive to get another one.
Understood. I'll go talk to them and see what we said.
If they want to do a shorter term, I might be able to do a shorter term, but the payment's going to go up.
What are we looking at?
$699,
For how long?
4 years.
I think before they were paying 700 and something for the other car that got repo. So
They're spending a lot of money on this car. But you can go and refinance this later down the line, but you have to take care of your credit. You got to pay it on time. You can't mess up your other things on your credit. Rebuild your credit, improve your credit. You know, after a year or so, they can go refinance the car. And they can pay it off early too. You got to just tell them straight up. This is their situation. They put themselves in. It's not us.
okay.
If I had a credit score that low along with a repo, I wouldn't bother trying to get a loan or even sign up for a lease. Even if it was possible. No bank should be lending these people anything. They need to stop borrowing and learn how to manage their finances properly. Their cars were taken away because they didn't pay, and they still haven't learned their lesson.
You inquired about our 2018 Toyota Corolla?
Oh, yeah.
I saw in the comments that you want to trade in your Mustang.
It's just that I
love the car, but I did some bad decisions and I got a DUI with my stupid friend. I'm paying like $1,200 a month for insurance when I just can't keep on doing that.
I'd be in your shoes too. $1,200 plus the car payment. That's a lot of money.
I'm paying $600 a month for the car, $1,200 for insurance, and then $300 for kicking gas. It's almost like $2,000 down the drain every month, and I can't keep on doing that.
I get it, man. This Corolla will definitely help you out with your insurance, and the payment would also be lower than $600. When can you come in?
Over the years, I've known a few people in the same position. They made bad choices and are now stuck paying insane insurance rates or not driving at all. One had to give up driving because he couldn't afford a place to live and a vehicle.
So you could take a look at our Corolla, and we could take a look at your Mustang.
I owe $9,000 Mustang. It's an 18. It's got like 90,000 miles. I got some equity, so I was hoping to just use that as down payment. Do you guys do that?
Definitely. What would you say the condition of your Mustang's in?
It's clean, man. Probably all you have to do is just wash it and do an oil change, and that's it.
Does it have cats? We could definitely do that. We could just send you the online app. That works better for you.
I'll fill it out as soon as I get a chance. Once I do that, I just come in this afternoon and get everything done?
Yeah, brother. Just make sure to bring your Mustang so we could give it an appraisal, and we'll get you sorted out in this Corolla.
Sounds good.
Getting that Toyota might help a bit, but he's still going to be stuck paying a ton of money to his insurance company for a very long time. All that money gone. It's not worth it. Not just the DUI, but speeding, not following the rules of the road. You get caught, they take your money.
Overall, this car is super nice. It has the right packages, executive pack. It's the right color. I just bought this 2024 BMW X5M Competition for $88,500, but I would have paid a lot more if these things weren't wrong with it. Start with the hood, this small blemish here. We have to refinish this hood. There's no getting around that. Every single wheel on this car has been curbed, some worse than others. This is the worst one by far.
I had to throw the BMW in there just because of the price. $88,000 for this, and it would have been even more without the flaws. I just don't understand why anyone would even pay half.
Just because you put black touch-up on it does not mean that it goes away. This part is probably the cheapest fix, but it's driving me crazy. The AutoZone V8 Sport Badge stuck on a gorgeous X5M Competition. Once we get done finishing it, it will be absolutely perfect and worth every single penny.
No matter how much money I make, I don't think I could justify spending $88,000 on a vehicle. I'd much rather have that in my bank account or investment so one day I can hopefully retire.
Check it out, we got a 1999 Jeep Wrangler in the shop. I just want to show how beautiful it is compared to a lot of the cars we post pictures of that aren't taken care of. Look at what you can do when you take care of it properly. This has been driven in the winter. Everything's still there, it's still solid, there's not a lot of rust. You can see oil dripping from every crevice and hole, and that's a actual rust proofing coating, and you can see the rest of it, how clean and beautiful it is. This is actually hasn't been touched up in a year.
Most people aren't taking care of their cars properly these days, but it's something we should be spending a little bit of money on. That Jeep looks pretty good for a 99. A little bit of care goes a long way.
So it's a little due, but it's really in great shape and got nowhere to go. This rust you see here is because we have the cross member off because we're servicing the transfer case. But look how beautiful it is and what you can do in upstate New York. This has been driven in the winter. Not often. I will say that about this one, but it has gotten salt on it. I mean, there you can see some salt. So this has not been driven in the winter, but it doesn't get used as much in the winter as most.
This is something I'm going to be spending a little bit more on, or at least keep up with. There are times I've been letting things slide when I shouldn't. I was watching a clip this morning about a mechanic talking about people struggling with money and they're skipping their regular maintenance. That will catch up eventually.
Car manufacturers do some dumb things sometimes, but this one is probably the dumbest. So picture this, you get in your car and you're not 100 years old. Car turns on, radio starts up, what shows up? Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Everybody does it. I don't think I actually remember what the factory infotainment screen looks like on my truck, because it is always on Apple CarPlay. But General Motors just announced they're doing away with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support in everything. Now, I'm not saying this is a bash against General Motors by any stretch of the imagination. The Corvette is my favorite vehicle on Earth. But what are you thinking? This news began a couple years ago whenever they said they were only going to do it with the EV line, which makes sense because EV buyers probably have some third-party thing that they run through Linux or whatever the CS majors that buy.
I've had my car maybe 6 or 7 years and I've used Apple CarPlay maybe 10 times. It's something I thought I would use all the time, but no. I'm sure it's an important feature for a lot of people, but for myself, I just didn't find it useful.
AVs run. But now we're moving it over to the gasoline engine cars. And supposedly it's going to count for every model, so every Chevy, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac is going to not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And I totally understand the people that are making that decision have never actually talked to a customer face-to-face in their entire career. But if they would take 10 seconds to do it, they would realize that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is one of the most needed features whenever you're doing a customer interview about wants and needs. That decision comes from the same brilliant minds that took away the factory support from Corvette's racing team and made the tracks just front-wheel drive. You're full of great ideas, General Motors. Just keep them coming. But there is a company that's not going to do away with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I wonder what it is.
The screen, Apple CarPlay, they were two of the things I was really excited about when buying my car. And now, if they were taken away, I wouldn't even miss them. Let me know your thoughts. Is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto important to you when buying a vehicle?
No one ever talks about how annoying gasoline cars are. Like, I gotta get gas right now because I got a quarter of a tank. I only got 416 miles out of my tank. And now I gotta fill it up. And the worst part is you gotta sit here for hours while it pumps. And then during the winter, your range just disappears. You lose half your range. You can't, you can't fill it up all the way and you can't go all the way to E. It's just super annoying having a gasoline car. Wait a second. Actually, isn't all the problems with EVs? Long charge times, short ranges. Wintertime, you lose half your range. You can't charge it all the way up. You can't run it all the way down. And how many EVs on the market can you go 400 miles on?
I had to throw this one in because of yesterday's video, and honestly, I found it funny, as you can probably tell by the expression on my face. I have no problems with Teslas or EVs. They just wouldn't work for me right now.
Ones that cost 6 figures. Oh, and on top of that, the battery's only good for 10 to 15 years. This truck is almost 25 years old at this point. And you can fill up gas in, 5 minutes at the most? It's not inconvenient. You don't have to plan anything around it. You just go get gas. Oh, if you want to go on a trip, you can go anywhere you want. You don't have to worry about where the chargers are, if they're going to work, if they're not going to work. I literally see no point of an EV. You do see the point in a hybrid. And I'm saying this, and I owned an EV, and I absolutely hated it. It was 2.5 years of my life I wish I could get back.
I've talked with people who swear by EVs and others who are completely against them. I've never owned one and I've never driven one. I just wonder if it's a little bit too early. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.